What is up, Alani Squad? So today I'm wearing this beanie. My brother gave this to me. I don't know what brand it is. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of a cool design. It's low-key like opium. I haven't worn beanies in a while. I used to wear them all the time. I think you can tell in some of my YouTube videos from like 2021, 2022. I might bring that back because I kind of like this, and then I still have a bunch of my old beanies. Anyway, that's not what I was going to talk about today. Also, I'm wearing a beanie because my hair is fucked up. My roots, I did my roots and like I bleached them, but then I also haven't dyed them yet. But then also like there's some parts missing that didn't get bleached, so that's why I haven't dyed my roots yet. So yeah, it's just like it's like yellow, and then there's like a tiny little band of black, and then it's like light pink orangey, you know. I'm low-key mad that my color faded. It was almost like 2 months ago when I dyed my hair, like that bright orange and the pink, but then it faded really quickly because it was a semi-permanent hair dye, which I kind of hate. Like, I know that semi-permanent is less damaging to your hair, but since you don't use developer for semi-permanent, like it fades in like 2 weeks. But yeah, I was gonna talk about random things in my life. Since this is here, look at this. It's one of those little pink dogs, but it's a freaking speaker and it actually works. My aunt and I were doing a garage sale last week, and I was like unloading one of the boxes of things that she had, and I found this. It was like brand new. It was still like it still had the charger and the instruction, and then it was like wrapped in bubble wrap. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, can I check this out? And she's like, yeah, sure. And she's like, I was like, if it didn't work, I was still gonna keep it because I think it's cool, but it did work, and it works really well for like a little ass speaker, I think. So I just wanted to show that off. My new speaker, I think it's cute. Then what else? I finished Shameless this past week, and I was a little sad. I started watching Shameless like a year ago. Yeah, I started watching it last summer, and then my boyfriend and I were watching it together, and we got to like season 6, and he was like, okay, this shit's boring, like I don't want to watch it anymore. And I was like, well, I thought it was a little boring still, but I was like, I want to finish the show because the reason that we started watching the show was because we kept seeing clips on TikTok, and I feel like most of the clips that we see on TikTok is from the later seasons. So I'm like, I want to see the TikTok stuff, you know? So yeah. We stopped watching it for a little while because also I started watching Jersey Shore. And then we were watching Abbott Elementary, and then I finally watched Stranger Things earlier this year, and then I just watched like a bunch of TV shows, and then I ran out of TV shows to watch, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch Shameless again. Yeah, so I finished Shameless these past few months. I started watching from like season 6 onward, and yeah, I feel like half of it was like boring and some of it was pretty entertaining, but like yeah, I feel like at some point you can kind of tell they ran out of storylines. But the last few episodes made me sad because of the Frank dementia. I actually got really sad watching that. I was like, oh my god. And then he died, so yeah. But yeah, the Frank dementia actually made me really sad, because like Frank is an awful person, but since he's the main character, I feel like they have to make him likable in like every other way except like being an awful parent and stuff. So yeah, like at the end of the day, he's the main character and he's likable because he's the main character. So the Frank dementia actually made me kind of sad. Yeah, and then I feel like I don't really have that much stuff to watch anymore. Like I watched a bunch of TV shows this past year, and now I'm like, okay, I feel like I low-key watched everything that I wanted to watch. And then Wednesday came out, the second season, which I'm like, it took you 3 freaking years for like 8 episodes, I think, because the first half of season 2 is out, and then I think the second half is only going to be like 4 more episodes. Like, each episode is an hour long, but it's still kind of like, you know, do we really have to wait 3 freaking years for 8 episodes? And it, like, the little brother Pugsley, like, you can tell he aged 3 years since the first season, because, like, I don't know, how old was he, like 12 in the first season? Like, you can tell that he aged 3 years, and then it's like, they mention it in the show. He's like, they're like, oh my god, he just had this growth spurt over the summer. It's like, shut up. Things like that, where it's like, when things like that happen, when you wait too long to make a new season, and then the child actor grows up, it's like, okay, I'm watching a show. Like, you're taking me out of the experience. I can tell that I'm watching a show.
Boy, you guys are not sucking me into the story at all. I'm just telling you for your own benefit. I'm very aware that I'm watching a play right now.
But yeah, I don't know what else to watch, honestly. Give me new recommendations, please, because I'm gonna watch the second season Wednesday, and then we're gonna have nothing else to watch. Also, because I watched the first episode of Wednesday, and then, like, I don't know what happened with the Netflix. It just kept fucking up, and then, like, it wouldn't play. Like, it wouldn't play anything. I'd literally turned off the TV, and I'd turned it back on, and I went on Netflix, and then it was still just like a black screen, and I was like, okay, like, what are we doing? So I only got to watch 1 of the episodes, and then I'm going back to my boyfriend's house today, so hopefully I'll get to watch the rest of the episodes. Hopefully. Yeah, and then I just watched a regular show because freaking Netflix wasn't working. I don't know, like, what was up with that. I have my sleeping mask here, and I just remembered in Shameless when Fiona, she has her little sleeping mask and it says fuck off, and I was like, oh my god, I could put that here. But I know her sleeping mask is black. This one's purple, but, like, I think it would be cute to have the mask be purple and then have rhinestones say fuck off but in pink, and they'd be like, oh, cute girl, you know. Also, one time, I think I remember one of the reasons that I stopped watching Shameless. Okay, never mind. But I remember when my boyfriend stopped watching Shameless in season 6 because he said it was boring, I kept watching it for a few more episodes, and it was when he was moving, and when he was moving, he accidentally fucked up his TV. And I remember I was watching Shameless on this fucked up ass TV, and then I got bored and I started watching Jersey Shore. And I was at, like, one of the first few episodes of season 2 on Jersey Shore, and then it was an ad break, and then the screen just started going black. Like, the screen just started going black, and it was, like, spreading, like, I don't know, like, the pixels were dying. I don't know, and it was just, like, spreading through the whole screen, and I was like, what the fuck? And, like, turn the TV back on. Like, I turned the TV off and I turn it back on, and it's still black, and I'm like, oh my god. And then, yeah, my boyfriend had to find a new TV. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny, and I just remember that, and I just remember that it was when I was watching Jersey Shore, not Shameless. But yeah, like, same thing, whatever. I think after that I stopped watching Shameless, because my boyfriend wasn't watching it with me, and then I was like, whatever, I'm already watching something else that I like, and I want to finish this one first, because it's like, Jersey Shore is only like half the length of Shameless. I've been talking about Shameless a lot in this episode, but that's like the only thing that's happened. I finished watching Shameless, and then I watched Wednesday, the 1 episode of Wednesday, and then Netflix just stopped working. I don't know what that was all about. I got my little speaker. I got this beanie. Yeah, I was thinking of making an Everskies video, like another Everskies video this week, but I was like, no, I don't know, I kind of got lazy. And I was thinking also of making this video with my boyfriend when he came over to do my hair, but I was just kind of like, no. No, because I'm gonna post this video tomorrow and I have to edit this tonight. Yeah, I take my YouTube so seriously for someone who only gets like 15 views. You know, I'm like delusional. I'm manifesting, you know? But yeah, give me new TV show recommendations, please, if you watched all the way and you have TV show recommendations, because I look, you don't know what to watch. Yeah, I have Tubi now, so I look, you might just scroll through Tubi and like see what's on there. Yeah, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.